Welcome to the Big Leaf Mahogany Growth and Yield Model. In this video, we're going to teach you how to upload your non-spatial diameter data into the model interface. This method is appropriate for you if your diameter data does not have any XY coordinates attached to it. In other words, your population is described only by a list of diameters and not by associated spatial location data. What we have here is an example data file which we're going to format for processing for importing into the Mahogany growth and yield model. This is our diameter attribute column, and all of these other columns are going to be unnecessary in the importing process. So we're going to delete these columns, and you should delete all of your superfluous columns as well, so you're left with only a diameter column. Then we're going to left justify these columns, and we're going to make sure that all values have 2 decimal places. Finally, we're going to delete the header value. So whatever the header of your diameter column is, make sure you delete it. Finally, we're going to highlight the values within this column, and we're going to save these values as a CSV file, or a comma separated value file. So we're going to go down to CSV, comma delimited. I'm going to save that on the desktop. It's going to give you this warning, and you're going to say yes. Once you're ready, close out of this, say no to saving it for a second time, and I'm going to look at the desktop. But we want to make sure that our file isn't on the desktop, but in the user folder in the model folder. So go to your user folder and move your file into that folder. Now remember the name of your file. It's also okay to copy and paste that file name. Now go back to the growth and yield model and put the name of your file, the file you just put in the user folder, into the file name prompt in the data upload panel. Don't worry about specifying a diameter attribute name. Remember that our diameter column does not have a header. This is only for the shapefile upload. If you know the width and height of your site, it is advantageous to enter these in here. Actually, you have to enter values in here. So if you don't know the width and height of your site in meters, provide an estimate of your site width and area, or width and height. So again, in meters, the width of my site is 1,216 meters. The height of my site is 1,712 meters. And I'm going to specify a patch area of 1, so that I can be pretty much guaranteed that the site is going to be drawn within this area. The patch area is just the resolution of the drawn landscape. So we're going to go over here, and we've been using example populations, so they've already been built in, but now we're going to use a user population, and we're going to go to the user population CSV method. So we designate that, and we're ready to set up our initial population using this CSV file. So we hit setup, and that population is drawn in this space here. You'll see that because there is no spatial information, but this is an inherently spatial model, the trees of the diameters that you've specified in your data file have been just placed randomly on the landscape. So now we can increase the size of this landscape by going to the patch area, increasing the resolution to say 2, and hitting the resize button. It looks like we can increase the size a little bit further, so we can go 2.75, resize, and it seems to fit perfectly. If for some reason the patch area of 1 draws your landscape to be too large, so it looks something like this, you can also decrease the patch area, to 4. See that it's getting close, then back to 2.75 to there, and it will fit within the designated area. So that is how you upload non-spatial diameter data into the model interface, and you are ready to run simulations now.